Eva, and this is DIY with KB. So in today's video, we are doing a bathroom renovation part 2. At the beginning of COVID, Babe and I had some free time on our hands because we were doing college entirely from home. So we decided to redo our bathroom because we actually had a mold problem. And we said, oh, it's gonna be really easy to fix. Well, it took a lot more money and effort than anticipated, but we gained a lot of skills and we're really happy with what we did. I'll insert some before images and then I'll show you the current state of things. What we did the first time is we painted the cabinets black, we painted the walls super white, and we rebuilt the shower. But we didn't do a great job with the painting. We kind of like stopped halfway through, and there's just a lot of things that we wanted to add, so that's what we're gonna do now.
So this is the before. I rebuilt the shower, we painted the walls, we added a towel rack. These are the modifications we made from the first rendition of the bathroom, which I will show you. And before we really get into today's video, I wanted to let you know that this video is sponsored by HelloFresh, and I'm so excited to talk to you about that sustainable meal delivery service later in the video.
So I will say that I think we did a pretty good job the first time around with absolutely no skills. Like that's back when like I really didn't know how to use like a screwdriver. So I'm happy with what we did, but there are some small improvements I want to make. So we installed this towel rack before, which is really fine, but we've literally never used it. Something I've always wanted to do in our house, but couldn't think of anywhere else to do it, was to add some paneling or wainscoting. So that's something that we're gonna do because I think it'll just like create a nice modern feel in this space. We're gonna get rid of this bench because no one ever uses it. It literally is just a place to like accumulate dirty clothes, which is not good. And yeah, we just want to add a little bit more life to the bathroom. So that's what we're gonna do. So today is day 1, hour 1, minute 1, and we're going to start with the paneling. So to do the paneling, what we did is we went to Lowe's and we got some shiplap. It was the most affordable, and what they did is they actually cut it for us there. They cut it to 48 inches long. So we're gonna try that on the wall, see if that works for us, because if it does, we're just kinda gonna run with that so that we don't have to make any additional cuts. So step 1 is to fix some mistakes that I made the first time. So if you look here, you can see that I didn't sand this or spackle it well, so I'm gonna fix that. Same thing for over here because we want this wall to look flawless. Again, I am never embarrassed to show you where I messed up. So I just got a normal sanding block and I'm gonna go over the imperfections with it. Okay, so for the first panel, we're gonna do the one that's closest to the door here. And we got our liquid nails that we're gonna use to secure it. We're also going to use actual nails, but we're gonna start with liquid nails. But I'm just gonna grab my liquid nails. I am gonna put it on the back of here. And then I'm gonna stick it on the wall. That's literally it. So normally for a project like this, you would use a nail gun, but we don't have one. And it wasn't worth the investment since it's just for this project. So we got 1-inch nails, which is really shallow because our walls are not that thick. And we're just gonna use those to install everything. So we have now put up all of these pieces around the bathroom. We did liquid nails and then 2 1-inch nails on the top and the bottom. And now we're gonna add this top piece. As you can see, it's a little bit too big, so I'm gonna have to cut it down. So I'm gonna cut this down, put this one up the same way, and then we're gonna let all of this dry and come back tomorrow. So I have been loving this bathroom project, but when I tell you it's taking a lot of time, it certainly is. And I love having HelloFresh to make cooking really nice and easy. And before I tell you more about HelloFresh, I want to thank HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. They have a wide variety of delicious recipes with 22+ chef-curated recipes each week. That means that there is something for you whether you want a low-calorie or family-friendly option. HelloFresh has helped me save so much time during projects like this one because I no longer have to create a shopping list or go to the grocery store. Everything I need gets shipped to me with the exception of common pantry items. As someone who cares a lot about sustainability, I love that HelloFresh's meals are pre-portioned so there is less food waste and most of the shipping materials can be recycled. If you have a busy lifestyle or like to switch up the food that you eat, HelloFresh is the perfect option because you can add extra meals to your weekly order and change your food preferences and delivery days with the click of a button. Go to HelloFresh.com and use my code DIY with KB90 to get $90 off your first 5 HelloFresh boxes, including free shipping on your first box. Now that we've refueled, we're ready to finish tackling this bathroom refresh. Okay guys, so our liquid nails is dry. Everything is nice and in the wall. I'll give you a nice little pano look here. Sorry the echo is so bad, but again, we're in a bathroom, so I can only do so much. But everything is done. And here is this side. So we found out that for this panel, the baseboard is not actually level. So this wasn't level. So what we did is we decided to make the top level and then just fill in that one there. But this is what everything is looking like right now. I'm really happy with it. So my job is, all of my jobs, these are all my jobs. I have some caulk and I'm gonna do all of the seams to make it seamless, haha. So whenever you're doing something like this, and you have to take plates off or anything that has any hardware, what I do is I put it in a little Ziploc bag, and then I'm just gonna label it right here for where it goes, and that's gonna make sure that I don't lose it. When I try and tape off stuff like this, I just like fail miserably at it, so I feel like the best way to do it is to just take everything off and get all the paint as close to the electrical plate as possible. Alright guys, so we have taped off everything. We sanded, except for right here where I need to fix, so I'm not going to start there. Everything is taped off. Babe is wiping down the walls because you don't want any dust on anything. And then we took off the doors down there. So now we're going to get to painting. In terms of paint, we're going with Benjamin Moore Jet Black. And we actually had him put something in it that helps seal it for like wet and moist areas, since this is a bathroom. We want to make sure that the wood doesn't rot, and Babe and I are going to do it together, and we're going to get started now. Okay, you guys, so the paint is dry. I'm definitely gonna have to do some touch-ups, but to do that I have to take the tape off. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Wish me luck. This is the most stress-inducing part of the whole thing. Okay guys, so now that all of the tape is off, I'm gonna clean up my imperfections. Again, taping is really difficult. I'm pretty sure everyone I know makes mistakes. So what I did is I got the sample size of the super white, which is the white that's in this room, and I'm just gonna go in with my 2 small paint brushes to clean up the imperfections. In the places where like I really should just like let it go, I am gonna let it go. So to make artwork for the wall, I wanted to do a black background because I want the black to match the black of the wainscoting, and then I'm just gonna do white accents with the white of the wainscoting. And now, once you have done your random white marks, the last step is to get a paintbrush that you don't use anymore and then just drizzle white in random places, not too much, but also not too little, have fun. And that's it. Hey guys, so we installed one of the lights and I wanted to show you the difference before we install the other one, because obviously the way they built our house is all of the like lights turn on and off together, so it's pitch black in here while we're changing it. But you can see this is the new light. It's nice and modern and it has cool white light, and this one has yellow light. You can't see them that well obviously because the lights are on, but I'm so excited about this one. It's nice and sleek and modern, and it was honestly pretty affordable.
So this is the original bathroom, and then these are the updates we made earlier this year. I like them, but we needed a little bit more. So here is the after. We accomplished this in only 3 days, and we had a blast doing it. It really transformed the home, and now I'm going to tell you more about it.
The bathroom is finally finished. I want to give you a tour and talk about all of the little decisions that we made. We wanted the bathroom to be a lot more modern and kind of work with our style, and we wanted it to be more homey. So I love that our house was painted the same color because it gave us a really nice blank slate, but there was no character to the room. So the first thing we did is we painted the walls super white by Benjamin Moore. It really brightened up the space and it made the room feel larger. And so since we'd already brightened it up that way, we wanted to brighten it up with light. So what we did is we purchased these 2 lights from Amazon. They were actually really easy to install. You probably can't see them very well right now on camera, but you'll see them in the pans. And it's just really nice, bright white light. And what we love about it is that they look like picture lights. And you know, a picture light really anchors the space and makes it look like, oh, this is something grand to be looking at. And I feel like that's what those lights do for the bathroom, which we really, really love. So now let's talk about the art. If you guys know me, you know that I really love art. I love to create art. I like to invest in art. So this is a piece that I actually got from the Restoration Hardware outlet in Lutherville, Maryland. And the reason that it was at the outlet is because all of the corners were gapping, but all I did was get a hammer and I hammered it back together, and then I just filled it in with black paint where there was chipping. For the price, I mean, I think this was originally about $1,000. I paid $200 for it, which I think is really good. Over here, I did a little gallery wall. I just wanted a nice little feature to make this wall pop. Before we had an oversized piece of art and it looked just out of place to me. It was too big. So I wanted some smaller things that were the same but different. I say that in every video. That's what I love about art. I love series because same color palette, same strokes, but there's always something slightly different and it keeps you wanting to look at it to see what the differences are. Finally, let's talk about this art over here. So I will say that it's not in the center because there was a stud in perfect center and we're not gonna drill into the studs for no reason. I'm okay with like making do with the situation at hand. It's really not that serious, but this is a painting that I did a while ago. And I just really love texture. I love one color with a lot of texture, and that's what I did here, and it really just like brings my vision to life. And I wanted another texture in here because obviously we did the wainscoting and stuff, but we want that to be nice and sleek and just like flowy, but I wanted something to be like, oh, look at that. And I think that's what this piece is. And it's nice and large. So we wanted the wainscoting that we did to be, you know, shown. So you can see it here, you can see it along here, but it's not necessarily the star of the show. It wasn't like an accent wall wainscoting. We just wanted something that was going to make the room look a little bit more elegant. Style-wise, we wanted to do something really simple because it's really easy to get your bathroom sinks and cabinets to be really cluttered. So what we did is we picked up these really nice trays from Macy's. They're part of the hotel collection. They're actually servers for a dining table, and I used it for a tray here. I just filled this marble container from Home Goods with Q-tips and these face pads because these are things that we use every single day. So styling your bathroom practically is really important. If you're putting things out here that you don't use every day, then you're just rifling through the cabinets, messing them up. So we wanted to do something here with that, and then we just lined up our most used skincare and just like general bathroom products here, and that's what's gonna stay out. And then I just brought in this Joshua vase from Pottery Barn, and I put some olive sprigs in here. It was nice to add a nice pop of green. I'm not a huge fan of color because black and white just like keeps everything really streamlined for me. But this was a nice little touch. And last but not least, we just have a hotel collection carafe because a girl loves to wake up and drink a glass of water. And then we also have our Vitruvi diffuser. So this diffuser is the first diffuser I've ever had that actually works. I'll put a link to it down below. We have eucalyptus going in here because, I don't know, it smells like Vicks Vapor Rub, and I love that for me. It really just opens everything up, and it's very nice. So we're keeping that diffuser here. And then let's talk about this area over here. So over here, we didn't want to do too much. I really played around with putting something on the toilet, but that was just kind of weird for me. So I just used the extra tray that I had and put our toilet paper there. I don't like putting toilet paper under there because running out of toilet paper is not like a good look. So everything is just right there. It's fine with me. You'll have to have practical touches in your bathroom. And then something else we did is we actually put a rug down. So the rug has a ton of color. You can show them while I talk. So the rug has a ton of color. It's actually a rug from our family, and it has pink in it and black and stuff like that. And it's not something you've ever seen featured in our home before. I actually really love Oriental and Persian rugs, but we never really have the opportunity to use them. And we wanted to add this because one, it brings like a little bit of warmth to the bathroom, and two, like who doesn't like want to dry off their feet when they get out of the shower? Obviously we have a little bath mat over here, but that's not in here right now because you didn't see that. But this just adds a nice little bit of warmth that I really love. I couldn't find any rug anywhere that was really like worth it to me for a bathroom because I didn't want anything plastic. This is like a genuine Oriental rug, and it's really nice and homey. You could do the same thing without the rug and it would still look really good, but this is a nice pop of traditional that made it just like feel nice in here to us.
Okay guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in HelloFresh, remember to go to HelloFresh.com and use my code DIY with KB90 to get $90 off your first 5 HelloFresh boxes, including free shipping on your first box. Until next time, have a beautiful day.